Hey everybody, it's Scott here to talk to you today about the Sunday League at Washoe Golf Course. It's originally just going to be the players meeting, online players meeting that people have to watch while they register, but I'm going to put it up so people get some questions answered because we all know that people just don't read anymore. And answer some questions that you might have. So I know there's a lot of info that was posted and it's easy to overlook stuff. And some people aren't familiar with how Pdga works. I'm going to hold my notes here so I don't miss anything. We need to hit certain things so that everyone's on the same page and we're doing things how we've agreed to do them with Washoe and with the county. All right. So first of all, if you have questions about this, please post them in response to the Facebook posting either on the Washoe Disc Golf Facebook page or the Reno Disc Golfers Facebook page. We are managing this league. Do not call the pro shop because they can't answer your questions and you'll just be wasting everybody's time. So let's avoid that. All right. Pre-registration for this is required. Some people don't understand this, but when you go to play disc golf or regular golf at a golf course, you always need to call ahead for a tee time. You don't show up there like this is the drive-thru at Taco Bell expecting you're going to get what you want. You've got to take the steps to get yourself a tee time. Anyway, this is a league. It's slightly different. I'm trying to cover two things at once here. The registration link is posted. It opens today. If you're watching this when I'm posting this, 5-ish. We had to use a system other than DGC and Pdga to get the registrations online because they don't offer that yet for leagues. We're a little bit ahead of the curve here, and they're going to catch up to us later this year. And at that point, oh, my dog is goofing around over there. At that point, registration will be a little bit easier. So pre-registration is required. There will be no same-day sign-ups available. Don't show up expecting to have that the world to bend to your will and start complaining to people that we're not there to serve you, because we're not. Listen, this is a volunteer thing. And while I'm on the subject, when you show up without a tee time at a golf course and start yelling at the people that run it, you just look like an idiot. So call ahead, get your tee time, pre-register for this if you want in. If you don't, whatever, stop watching the video. Again, there's a registration link. The cost will be $14. This includes green fees, the ACE pot, the PDGA and RDGA fees. Carts for this will not be available. All right? I know that's one of the fun things about going out here to play. I love it, but carts will not be available. This is a starting place for this league and other organized events there, so we're going to take this slow. We can't have carts because in a PDGA league or tournament, if one person has a cart, everyone has to have a cart, and we cannot guarantee that whatsoever. The regular business at the golf course, those people pay, I don't know, 3 or 4 times the amount that we played to be out there. And I know it's different because disc golfers paid for that course and we installed it. But this is a new thing here and we're working through the relationship, so it's good for everybody. Anyway, at the start of this league, maybe later in the year, we'll see. But at the start of this league, there will be no carts. There's no promise or implication that there will be, and that is not included in your fee for this league/tournament. If you're participating, you do not have to be a Pdga member. You still have to pay the fees, but you do not have to be a Pdga member to play. This will be all online Pdga live scoring. You're going to learn how to do that when you check in. We'll get to check in a second, but when you check in, I'm going to give you the sign-in and the credentials to get into the system, and all the scoring will be Pdga live online. All right? But back to the fact that you don't have to be a Pdga member to play. Your score will still be posted on the Pdga page with the rest of the people in the league. That's how it's going to work. You do not have to play all of the events in the league. This is going to run for 10 weeks. There might be some skip weeks in there, but it's going to have a total of 10 opportunities to post around for the league. You can show up once, you can show up 3 times, you can show up all 10 times. It doesn't make a difference, all right? A question that was asked that wasn't covered in all of the huge, long write-up was, will different divisions be offered? Yes. When you go to register, you will choose your division. I recommend choosing and sticking with the division so you don't have your score in open and then 40 plus and who knows what. Anyway, it's going to be easier for you and everyone else to see where you're at and how you stand compared to other people if you pick a division and stay in that division. And no one's going to fault you if you start off playing a division that you're getting outgunned in and then switch. I'm just saying if you can plan ahead, it's good to do so. This first opening league day, tee times are going to start at 11:30. The last group will tee off at 2. There will be a maximum card size of 5, and groups will be teeing off every 10 minutes. When registering, you'll be given a requested tee time preference. We will do our best to accommodate your request, but there are no guarantees. We're going to get you as close to your request as possible. Check-in is required at least 20 minutes, no later than 20 minutes before your tee time. And you're going to be checking in downstairs. You're going to go through a door from the parking lot. It's the west door from the parking lot. It's the first door you can hit from the parking lot. And it takes you in near the bathrooms. To the left of that entry, you're going to see a lot of discs in there. Disc Giant I'm going to be there set up as Disc Giant as part of a trial with the golf club. We're going to be there every Sunday. Anyway, that's going to be the HQ for check-in, where you're going to get your login credentials for the online scoring, and where you're going to come after the round if you have any questions about rules or that type of thing. That's going to be the HQ. That's going to be where you check in. You've got to check in before you head to your tee time, because if your group is not present, we may need to make adjustments. Okay, I touched on this. Live scoring using the online Pdga live scoring system will be required. This will prevent people from passing scorecards back and forth and keep things COVID friendly. This is super important. You need to understand when you come to this that all PDGA rules of tournament play will be enforced. What this means, among the rest of the rules, but I've always got to point this out because people just think that they don't have to play by this rule. Anyway, no smoking of anything including vapes or consumption of alcohol is permitted during the round. Failure to follow this rule results in an instant, no warning DQ, and no one wants to see that happen. The people on your card don't want to see it happen. I don't want to have to be involved in making that happen, and I resent people that put me in that situation. Do not violate this rule. This is different than a casual round with your buddies by a little bit. All right? You're going to have to follow some extra rules if you want to participate. If that's too much to ask from you, then listen. Then go play another time. Don't show up here for this. You're wasting your money. All right? Look, masks are required covering your nose and mouth at all times from the point you touch that door to come inside the building for check-in and for going to the bathroom and for visiting the restaurant and getting a cheeseburger or a beer after the round or whatever. You got to have your mask on and you got to have it on right. Don't show up there doing this. Here's it's kind of on and it's covering my mouth and look, I've got the pulled the old chin strap move, because what's going to happen is you're going to show up there doing that and then we're going to go DQ, no refund. Hit the bricks, son. We're not going to put up with it. You don't understand that this isn't just you exercising your rights or whatever your problem is. This is a bunch of people that have worked to make this happen, and a bunch of people want to see it happen and take advantage of the fact that it's being offered. And when we've made agreements to run this a certain way and you show up and just do whatever you want, well, yeah, we're going to kick you out first, but then the rest of us, our ability to do these things is jeopardized, and we're not going to tolerate it. So don't make it an issue, because we don't want to see it be an issue, and we don't want to have to deal with it. God, get along, right? Look, social distancing is going to be required at all times. If you're participating, you agree ahead of time to avoid contact with other participants and their equipment. Look, we're still in COVID craziness. So no spectators or caddies or moral support, friends, whatever, are allowed in your group at any time. These groups are strictly limited to 5 max during the round. Okay. When you're out on Washoe golf course, you need to understand that golfers always have the right of way. All right? What this means is you are not going to throw into a group because you're sick of waiting. You're not going to just attempt to pass a group because, again, you're sick of waiting. Okay? We are there playing disc golf as a result of a long time effort to build a relationship to make this happen. You're going to have to follow the etiquette of golf on the golf course, and you're going to have to be respectful and courteous of the other people on the course. Because again, I'm going to point this out. They pay probably 4 times the amount that you pay to play there. And even though we built the course, if you're worried about following the rules of etiquette, you're probably not one of the people that paid or helped build the course. You're going to have to play by the rules or you're not going to play there. I forgot one thing. If you want to play for RDGA tags, you're going to have to do that within your group because this is staggered tee times. We can't collect tags and then distribute them and make sure that everyone has their tags. Since we're running like basically there's something on the calendar every single day, we don't want people to be missing out and then calling. The people that donate their time to make this stuff happen can't be running around dropping off tags and putting their life on hold to get people their tags because anyway, it's not going to work, okay? Sorry, when this gets to a point where we can do a shotgun start, we're all about it. But in the meantime, this is how it rolls. That covers it, folks. We hope to see you out there. Post if you have any questions. Message me if you have any questions. It's going to be fun. It may be a little rocky while we get this started, but we're going to work it out. And hopefully in the coming weeks, we'll get to expand how many people are participating per round. But for right now, it's going to be limited while we start small and make sure this is manageable and make sure that everyone participating can abide by the rules and keep things safe and within our agreement. Okay? Thank you, everybody. There's going to be a lot more announcements coming out in the following week. Stay tuned because you're going to want to see them. There's a lot of good stuff happening. See ya.